Hello everybody, let's go ahead with personal reading order 920. 920, you'd like to know what are their thoughts and feelings? Let us see. Alrighty, so it seems like they're thinking about how to overcome some sort of difficulty here between the two of you to get some sort of movement. When we have the Three of Cups coming forward, we're wanting happiness, we're wanting connection, we're wanting flow of energy that feels really lighthearted and feels fun. And then when we have the Seven of Wands coming ahead, we're wanting to push past some sort of challenge. We're wanting to push past some sort of difficulty so we can have an opportunity of a new beginning, an opportunity of a flow, something that can allow us to move forward and push towards a happiness instead of being in a place of issue. And the Devil card is where we're going to see the issues come ahead, where we're going to find any sort of pushback of any sort of uncertainty, any sort of held back energy when it comes to the idea of connecting just in general. We're going to see that idea come forward here through the idea of the Devil. But the Sun brings forward a brand new beginning, wanting to have fun, wanting to have lighthearted energy, wanting to have newness come forward. So it seems like they're thinking about how to create a new direction between the two of you so that there can be a flow, so that there can be value, so that there can be excitement, passion, desire and fun come ahead between the two of you through this new energy, and that we're not going to have some sort of pushback, difficulty, or resistance when it comes to the idea of connecting. So really thinking about creating a newness, creating a flow, creating movement and opportunity for more, instead of creating any sort of difficult energy or any sort of held back, sort of resistance nature. We're really just thinking about how we can create the sense of flow, newness, value, and opportunity to come forward here between the two of you. So really desirable combination that we see come forward, even though we do see the idea of the Devil, which is any sort of hesitancy, toxicity, negativity, codependency, right? Any of the E's and the C's that we see come forward. We're still battling that. We're still watching out for that to find a way to work together instead of getting into a place where we feel resistant. So that's what I see coming forward here. So let's go ahead here with 921. 921, you would like to know, will you see him this month? Let us see. Alright, so based on this combination, I would be more inclined to say no than I would to say yes. This combination comes forward with a bit of resistance rather than a point of flow. The Five of Swords comes forward in a very challenging energy where we're wanting to make something happen, but we can't seem to find a way to get the flow to come forward. And Temperance is asking for us to be patient when it comes to the energy of moving ahead, instead of it being something that can happen forward incredibly quickly. The Five of Pentacles has a really hard time in connecting, so there might be something where we're passing by each other, but there's not really the opportunity to connect. So give the example of like walking past each other in a hallway. We don't really have the opportunity for the one-on-one, but we are still kind of within the same vicinity of each other. And so there could be something going on like that where we're wanting to connect, wanting to see each other, but we don't really have the ability to kind of be in that place of a one-on-one style connection, but we kind of pass by each other. And when we have the Two of Swords coming forward in the reverse here, the Two of Swords in reverse is something that's undecided and needs to be decided on. So this could say maybe there could be an opportunity for you to see each other and take action, but again, instead we're deciding to kind of walk by each other in the hallway instead of just allowing this flow of energy to come forward. So I would say it's unlikely that you're going to see them this month, but you could see them in a case scenario that's more like a passing by, rather than it being something that you're actively engaged in conversation or connection in any which way. And there could be some sort of indecision when it comes to the actual idea of connecting, where we're thinking about what we could say, we're thinking about what we could do, but just being a little bit unsure about how to actually get this flow of energy to come forward, or how to get the opportunity to kind of make itself present and to push ahead. We may just find ourselves in a place that's kind of held back or kind of uncertain, instead of creating this sense of flow and conversation. So I would say seeing them is unlikely, but again, it could be in a place that it's kind of passing by rather than something that is completely in a place of interaction, is what I would say. So this is the last call here to have a personal reading on the live, temperanceandsage.com. If you'd like to have a personal reading here today, we had some technical difficulties earlier on, and my throat is incredibly scratchy here. I seem to have caught a cold. So this will be the last call for today, temperanceandsage.com, for the live personal readings. Let's go ahead here for 922. 922, you'd like to know, is it truly over between the two of you? Let us see. So I would say that it's not truly over here between the two of you. We do have the Tower, which talks about something being unsustainable when it comes to moving forward in the direction that you're going into. So this says we can't keep moving on in the way that we are. How this connection is moving forward needs to shift and change in order for a different opportunity to come forward here between the two of you. And when we have the idea of the Hanged Man coming ahead, it says that we can see something different come forward, that it doesn't always have to be the way that it is here right now. We just have to allow ourselves to see a change. And when we allow ourselves to move forward in this way with the idea of the King of Pentacles, we can bring forward structure, value, opportunity, newness, and free-flowing energy to come ahead, instead of being in a place that feels rather stuck. So I would say that it's not truly the end of the energy between the two of you. High Priestess can say that there's more going on underneath the surface, right? Rather than just being what we can see here right now. If we allow ourselves to be in the place of looking towards the opportunity, looking towards a place of value, and looking towards a place of newness, we can see things shift around at any point in time to have the opportunity here of free-flowing new energy to come forward, instead of being in a place of held back energy. And if we allow ourselves to move forward in this new direction here, we can find the valuable energy to shift and change things around, and to see an opportunity of more. So I don't really see this as being the end here between the two of you to any sort of way, shape, or form or degree. This seems like there's the opportunity to bring forward more, to bring forward a shift and change, to bring forward value, and to see an opportunity to kind of build up, instead of having a difficult energy come ahead here between the two of you. We can see things shift and change, and have this valuable place of bringing in more and bringing in value, rather than seeing it move away from each other, right? So I would say no, I don't see it as the end here between the two of you. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, this is the absolute last call for a personal reading. temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. If you are interested in having one here today, this is the absolute last call.